Welcome to Brainwreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet.
Back again for another week. And hey, folks, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Smash it, as the kids say.
Why
Leave
does
a
everyone
like.
want to smash everything? Like,
That,
what's
I mean, smashing is kind of cathartic.
Is it though?
It is.
Like,
just smashing things and tearing things down.
I know. Okay. There's a reason that I stopped listening to hardcore music and screamo music.
Okay.
And for one, I value my hearing. And for two, I'm not angry anymore. I'm just not mad.
See, it's funny you say that because I feel like I might be entering my hardcore.
Ooh.
Phase.
Well, you never went there, right? So
I never went there. There was a lot of phases that I missed out on.
Sure.
You know?
You gotta pick and choose.
Well, a lot of them I ended up... It was more or less I wanted that, but here's what I ended up with.
Kevin's a man that's never gotten what he wanted.
Well, I mean, not always.
You're doing great.
I'm doing pretty well now. Things are going pretty well. We were just talking about it off air,
You're doing the best out of anyone I know.
Which is weird. I'm like, something's not right. Something's going to break. Like, you're
waiting for the shoe to drop.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be here. It's kind of where I'm at. But yeah, I feel like I'm going into a hardcore phase.
Okay.
With the music, as I'm like, I missed all what the kids were into back then.
Sure. Right.
And I'm like, I could have been into this if I wasn't so stubborn with everything. But I'm here now.
I mean, you're learning.
I'm learning.
I growing as an individual.
Yeah, I was listening to some of that music today, and I was like, it's not all bad.
What were you listening to?
It was just like I don't know. It was like a mix or something. It just kind of like letting things go.
Speaking of a mix, so we recently found Blakely's old CD book.
Yo, let's go.
And we have a goddamn 2014 minivan that has a CD player still as an option.
Yeah.
And it's fucking weird because when you look at the options that were built in to the system of a 2014 Honda Odyssey minivan, your options are the AM radio, the FM radio, Pandora, built in, Bluetooth, and then an aux port.
Always clutch.
And the CD player.
Always clutch.
And the CD player.
And the CD player
is an option and always will be an option as well. So we decided to open up the booklet and was like, let's fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Right. Let's listen to something weird.
Yeah.
And apparently she has a collection of CDs that she got from a guy who was an ex-DJ back in the early aughts. And she kind of like raided his stash, and he would get these samplers of like all this EDM stuff, like early ass EDM stuff. And so she's putting this on, and when I tell you, there is not worse music out there. Like, it is dog shit, fucking horrible music. And we're putting it in, and she's bopping to it, and I'm cringing to it. And like, she has this epiphany, like, as we're like flipping through these CDs, listening to these horrible tracks. Like, there'll be one that's like, okay, like, I kind of recognize that a little bit. Like, that's been sampled somewhere at some time. But like, she had this epiphany, and she was like, oh, I like terrible music.
We all go through that phase.
And I'm like, yeah, honey, you do. You like awful music for the most part. There are a few things that you like that I'm just like, okay, this is the Will Smith in the Aladdin movie of this gem, I guess.
Gotcha. Blakely says she's always had really bad taste in music.
I can attest.
Okay. I mean, sure, why not? I think I still have my CDs somewhere, but a lot of it is just I need to get rid of them. I don't even want them.
Mr. Physical Media doesn't even want them?
Well, it's also just like because we were talking about this the other week on the show. Like, buy a CD because you really like the one single.
Right. Like nobody else is listening to the rest of the Chumbawamba CD.
No.
So
like I got a lot of stuff like that, which I just need to dump.
Yeah.
But I have considered like, what if I bust those back out? Because I have a CD player in my car.
You've got one too. Okay.
It came standard.
Wow.
In 2019.
Yes, it wasn't all EDM.
Yeah.
There was some AFI.
Oh, okay.
In there.
Okay. Yeah, but I've wondered like if I should put that CD booklet back together. Just like keep it under my seat.
In case of emergency.
In case of emergency, bust it out.
Can't
getting no signal and nothing is downloaded onto my phone.
Where you live, that's a real possibility.
That's a real possibility.
That's a real concern.
This crap internet we got out here. Anyways, what are we doing? What are we talking about?
Well, it's been a week. And the next week, sir, I don't know if you're fucking aware because it crept up on me.
Yeah.
Like a fucking Logan Paul challenge at a press fight.
I know what I want to talk about. I know what I want to talk about real quick.
Okay, here we go.
I just want to talk about because listen, we're gonna need the short. Okay, we're gonna need the clip.
Yep, let's do it.
All right.
So cue it up with the title and everything. You gotta get
it. Yep, cue it up with the title and everything. Yeah. But okay, listen. You dumb marks who tuned in to watch this. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what did you think was gonna happen? What did you think? What did you honestly think? Did you bet on it? There's no way you bet on it. Because if you bet on it, oh, you're a bigger sucker than anybody could ever have imagined. The Jake Paul, Mike Tyson.
That's right.
I'm calling it a debacle.
A debacle.
I refuse to call it a fight.
It
was a debacle.
It was a learning experience.
No, it was not a learning experience because people have been taught this before. Okay? This is like, hey, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. It's that person's fucking fault. Okay? I forgot that this was happening because I could not be paid to give a fuck to watch some 58-year-old man who needs the money fight some internet dipshit who, let's face it, if he was fighting somebody in their prime, he would get knocked the fuck out.
More than likely.
Confirmed. I can knock him out.
I
could. Give me $30,000. I'll in that ring. And
he just wants to pay off his car.
I just want to pay. Listen, I got a couple of bills I got to pay off. Like just $50,000. You give me $50,000, and I'll knock you square the fuck out.
That's it.
Yeah. Got to get the loans consolidated. Get a flat interest rate. Got to go save with Conrad.
That's right.
Got to knock Jake Paul out. Save with Conrad. That's what I got to do. Well, we're okay. Yeah, so could not have cared less about this stupid show. It was funny too because my mom was in town this past week,
right?
So we were Christy and I were taking her around, showing her some stuff, making some stops, and at one point it was like getting a little bit later in the evening. So we're like, we haven't eaten yet. Let's go sit down and get some dinner.
Sure.
We're out, so we go to this new place we hadn't been to before. Very nice on the inside. Very casual. We walk in and it's a pretty there's a decent sized sports bar sort of on one side and like a kind of a calm seating area on the other side, which was funny because when we walked in, the calm seating area was actually more rowdy than the sports bar. So I was like, this is weird. But we go in and the hostess is like, oh, do you want to sit at the bar to watch the fight? And I go, absolutely not.
Not interested at all.
I number one, I forgot that it was on. Number two, I
Mm.
do not care.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, okay, so she brought us to the other side, sat down, and then of course Netflix came on and they ended up showing the event.
Right.
Like in our section.
So you
So
watched the fight.
no, did not watch the fight.
Oh, okay.
Because like they had all the preliminary matches and stuff like
Okay.
that. But I'm watching the preliminary, like I think it was the very first match. And this is how I knew the rest of the show was a complete and total sham. I mean, the main event was going to be a sham no matter what. But this is how I knew the rest of the show was going to be. I'm watching these two box, and they're boxing and they're throwing hands. And like there's one point in like the middle of the match where like one dude is just on top. Like he's getting the hits in. Wait, what's Christy say? The look on our faces when she asked us if we wanted to watch the fight. Yeah.
The disgust.
But I'm sitting there and I'm watching this fight and I'm like, okay, guy number 2 is beating the crap out of guy number 1, but he's not finishing the fight. I'm like, why is like he's got the chance, he's got the opportunity to finish it, and he wasn't finishing it. And I'm like, this isn't boxing. I'm like, this is a show.
This isn't real.
This isn't real. This is fake. You know, I'm always like, hey, don't call wrestling fake because like there's a lot more that goes into it. This was fake boxing. Okay, this was fake boxing. And
this backyard wrestling boxing.
Yeah, this is cheap, hokey. You know, my son Poot won the donkey, mud show ass boxing. You know? So we ended up like, and I'm just like, this is dumb. So, you know, we end up leaving, whatever. And then, you know, we kind of go and do our own thing. And then, you know, I'm online later in the evening. I start seeing people getting all frazzled and stuff. So I'm like, all right, let's see what's going on. And I jump in and I'm watching clips.
Sure.
I'm seeing comments and I'm like, oh, they don't know. I'm like, they don't know.
They don't know what this is.
I'm like, they just don't know.
Right.
And then of course Jake ends up beating him.
Sure.
And all I could think was, well, of course.
Right.
Like that's how they booked it. That's how they booked it. Folks, if you were looking for a legitimate fight, I feel sorry for you. Okay? I feel
the Tyson of old is what they were hoping for.
You know, if it was the Tyson of young, probably would have still happened that way.
Interesting. Okay? What a take. Okay, that's a take.
Meaning he would have taken the money. It's like,
oh, you don't think he would have gotten his ass beat? Was that because that's what I thought you were saying.
Jake Paul would have paid off Mike Tyson one way or the other, whether it was Mike in his prime or Mike today. He would have paid him off. That fight was a schoolyard girl fight. I have seen schoolyard girl fights that were more intense and more physical than that fight. Okay. And like, this is the thing. I don't know how anybody considered Jake Paul or Logan Paul to be legitimate athletes. Sure, they can, you know, jump around. They're quick, you know,
right.
Do push-ups and lift weights, you know.
Sure.
There is not a legitimate thing about Jake Paul's boxing. There is not a legitimate thing about Logan Paul's boxing. They pay those people off.
I tend to agree with Bass Voice. Like, I think the old Mike Tyson was such an animal. Like, he would have told you to fuck you with your money.
All right, maybe like early Mike, like
after Holyfield.
I was gonna say
after Holyfield, he would have taken the
money. Fighting Holyfield's ear off, Mike.
Yeah.
Would have absolutely taken the payoff.
Yeah,
absolutely taken the
yes.
payoff. Yeah, 100%. But like, you know, Mike coming out with the flat top, you know, and the white towel,
times fight, knock him out.
Yeah.
So I actually have an interesting story and take on this. So I as well forgot this was happening.
Right.
It was one of those things where it was late and kind of like figuring out what to do before bed type of thing. And I'm on the old tweeter, and of course I see fucking Mike Tyson's asshole.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, this is interesting. What's going on? And then come to find out, he's getting ready for his fight. And I'm like, oh yeah, that fucking thing's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I see a bunch of people going like, oh shit, like Netflix is shit in the bed.
Yeah.
Bunch of streaming issues, all sorts of stuff. I'm like, okay, Mike Tyson's asshole and a streaming catastrophe. I'm in. Let's go check it out. And so I turn it on. And as soon as I turn it on, like Mike Tyson is walking to the ring.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm like, all right, I skipped all the bullshit. This is
right.
Like
right.
I'm in prime viewing to see what's going on. And of course, like Blakely's sitting next to me and she's just like, what the fuck are we watching?
Right.
And I'm just like, I don't know. But like,
it's a mud show.
It's gonna be something.
It's gonna be something, all right.
Like we're either gonna see like an old man get beat up here, or we're gonna see like the weirdest fucking comeback story of all time.
Yeah, and it's funny because Base actually just put it on the Twitch chat. Like there was a point in the match where it looked like Mike almost knocked him out by accident.
Oh, really?
Like he tagged him, and again, if I'm a boxer, and listen, I'm not a boxer, okay, but like if I'm in a fight, and I punch a guy in the face, and he kind of staggers, opens up, and kind of takes a step back, I'm charging him.
Totally.
I'm blocking and just fucking throwing, straights and jabs. That was not what happened. Mike clocked him, and then he just backed off. I'm like, this is it. Like, this is a mud show.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like Mike was just happy to be there.
He was happy to be there.
He's happy to be there.
Good for him. He got a payday.
His kids got to see him box, all that good stuff. But the biggest takeaway for me for this is I don't ever again on the indies want to see hacksaw Jim Duggan going over some young guy. Like it's over now.
No,
it's over now. Like this is put it to bed. Like Mike Tyson has flipped the switch.
Okay.
In the sense that it should now be customary for the old guy to put the young guy over. That's what people should expect. And I say that's good for the business. That's what I say.
I'm sorry, but that don't work for them, brother.
That don't I know
work
it?
For them. Don't you know it? Listen, maybe if we're doing like, 10,000 at the gate, 10,000 people in the arena, big production, big names on the card. Sure. When it's fucking Jimmy Shithead and bumfuck New York, sorry, brother, but Duggan's going over strong.
Well, I mean, I know that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, Mike made it okay. Yeah. Is what I'm saying. Like, Mike made it for all those old timers to just be happy to be there.
Well, sure.
And that should be the case. Like they can go to their gimmick tables, can, sign his 2x4s, Honky can shake, rattle, and roll, whatever the fuck. But put the kid in the goth gear over.
Brother, I didn't even put the kid in the goth gear over. Fucking, I made that kid tap out. I was like, sir, this is going to go one of two ways. You're either going to lose this match as it was booked, or I'm going to make you lose this match as I will book it. Either way, you're losing. Wait. Well, the real point of all that fight was to promote women boxing. Jake and Mike, both advocates for women boxing, which is why the women fight was so much more intense. Yeah, and I did hear that the women's match was good. I did not see it. I heard a lot of praise. I heard they completely fucked the finish, though. Not the boxers, but the judges. Like the judges apparently scored everything wrong. Like the woman who lost, I think, landed something like 46% of her punches compared to the other woman's 41. The other woman apparently lost a point at one point in the match. I think she may have accidentally headbutted her.
Oh,
And
really?
like fucking, oh my god, she put a goddamn ocean in her eyelid.
Okay.
Oh, dude, it was fucking
Opened up our way.
yeah. I was like, you got to pay me double for this, brother. Like I
Mm.
wasn't expecting to bleed tonight. I wasn't
Dollar.
expecting the gig, but you know, this is a hard way, so I need that money. Yeah, apparently she like wrecked the other woman, but she still lost. So the whole thing is a goddamn pony show.
Okay, and actually, I was just going to ask you. This was literally the question I was going to ask you.
Okay.
What do you think is more corrupt, boxing or horse racing?
Oh. That's a good question.
Oh,
yeah. Wait. Yeah, Christy. The woman who lost
the world record. It's Ray Gun all over again. Fucking hey.
Oh, did you hear she officially retired from
I did.
Yeah,
perfect record. Whatever.
You know, hey, get in, get out.
Get it right.
What's more corrupt, boxing or horse racing?
Mm-hmm.
I say they're corrupt in different ways.
Ooh,
I feel like that's I feel like that's the truth of it all. Because like boxing, you can manipulate a little bit, you know, a little bit easier. I feel like with horse racing, like, you know, maybe they're buying black market horses.
Okay, right.
You know,
sure.
Getting some like, you know, additional genetic testing done and creating like hybrids.
But is there a horse athletic commission? Because like the boxing athletic commission, like the corruption there. I mean, we already know,
brother. We know.
We know firsthand. Like
New York State. I'm looking at you.
Oh, okay. Well, Base Boy says horse racing for sure. Yeah. I mean, either way, they're close.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it. Are you the type of guy? What would you put your hard-earned money down for a pay-per-view event? Are you a UFC guy? Like, would you buy UFC?
I used to be a big UFC guy. Okay. I kind of tapped out of that once it kind of jumped the shark. Man. See, I don't know. I feel I watch the UFC now and I'm like, this is too WWE. Like anytime those dudes are talking trash, I don't believe it. I'm like, you gotta redo the gimmick.
Right.
Like this gimmick isn't working for you because 10 other dudes are doing it right now.
Right. You gotta get, and some of them, they gotta do a little more Sunny Days promos, you know, like you gotta let's get a little more shooting in there.
Yeah, you know, let's start cutting deep.
Yeah.
Let's talk
about some scandals.
Yeah, and throw some fire on that goddamn cage. Make it interesting.
I mean, yeah, or show up at the dude's house.
Yeah.
Like
you know? Meet him in the fucking parking lot.
Right.
Like if you hate a guy that much, you can be meeting him in the parking lot. You're not waiting till the octagon.
Yeah.
You know? That's Rocky 5 this shit. You know? We all need the payday. Okay. Let's just go with it. Honestly, I don't
marketers, know. By the way, UFC. We're available.
Yeah, UFC, Dana White. Hit me up. I got a lot of time.
I'll sign a contract.
But not a lot of time. I'm actually moving forward with some stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Wait. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. We got a NASCAR scandal?
What's going on?
All rigged for promoting money. NASCAR died with Dale. Sir, you
know what?
Yeah, you know, as a former Earnhardt fan.
See, I was inherently a Bill Elliott fan.
Yeah.
And I guess they were rivals. I don't know. I just remember a lot of screaming.
Yeah.
I just remember a lot of screaming.
I know Mark Martin's in like, or Mark Martin's into like rap and hip hop.
Wait,
dude.
Wait,
yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. There was like a video of him online surfing around where, yeah, like old ass Mark Martin.
First off, I'm shocked he's alive.
Why?
Because he was old in the 90s.
Mark Martin is 65 years old.
He looked like 72 and 94.
He was the dude that I always kind of rooted for too.
Yeah, he played like the underdog character.
Yeah.
And that was just, that was just another fucking wrestling gimmick too, was the goddamn 90s and early 2000s of NASCAR.
Exactly.
With heel Jeff Gordon going over
the
every
young
other
guy
fucking week.
coming in.
Randy
Look at
Orton,
this
that
fucking
motherfucker.
greenhorn rook. What would I pay my hard-earned money for? Honestly,
I did not expect to talk about NASCAR.
I didn't either. Yeah, I was like, we got a whole NASCAR segment on the show now. Fuck, if that does numbers, we're becoming a NASCAR show.
No, I can't do it.
No, we can do it.
Give a fucking sorry.
I will. Boogity boogity boogity. We're talking racing. Okay, that's what we're doing. The dumbest show.
Fuck me.
I don't know if there's really anything I would put money down. Maybe like a square for like the Super Bowl. Oh, Base Voices from the South, NASCAR and beer life.
Well, okay, well, hey-o. Fair enough. I did attend a Daytona 500 once.
Okay.
It got completely rained out.
Berg went in with the facts.
Oh,
with the Martin facts.
That's right. And then we're in the Viagra car. That's right.
I was like, which I feel like that was a rib.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, listen, Mark, you're getting old. You appeal to a very particular set of the audience.
And apparently he wasn't that old. He just looked really old.
Well, listen, I feel like 40 back then is like 65 now. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
You know? It's kind of like Hogan always looked like he was a 46-year-old uncle.
Yeah, he looked like a hot dog that was left on the grill.
Yeah.
A little bit too long.
Yeah. He always looked like that uncle who was like about to maybe say some weird shit.
And old Uncle Terry.
There goes Uncle Terry talking about his daughter's boyfriends again.
Fuck.
Banging his friend's wife.
Hopefully he doesn't rip his shirt off. I really hope he doesn't rip his shirt off.
Ooh, I can be that uncle.
You sure can.
Except for like the saying the weird things.
You have the opportunity to be whatever kind of uncle you want to be.
Have you ever watched Gravity Falls?
I've seen the commercials.
You've seen the commercials. You should watch it.
Okay.
Christy just got me to start watching it last night.
Okay.
I tell you what, it's on the Disney XD YouTube channel for free.
For free?
Or you can pay for it on YouTube. Either way, you can watch it on YouTube, but YouTube has it for paid, and then the Disney XD YouTube channel, it's fucking all on there.
Can we talk about this for 1 second?
Wait, okay.
No, go ahead. No, I'll let you finish.
Let's finish the uncle segment first, and then we'll get into let me tell you something segment.
Yeah. I got a progression in my head. We got the show under wraps, folks.
You will like that show.
Oh, okay.
I think Blake will like. I think your kids will like it too.
I mean, my kids are weird, so like.
Well, yeah, it's a very weird show, but it's very fun.
Perfect.
It's very much kind of like Monster of the Week.
Oh,
sort of thing.
Okay,
with like some D&D vibes. But there's a character, Grunkle Stan.
Grunkle Stan.
Grunkle Stan.
Grunkle Stan.
He's their great uncle. He owns a mystery shack in the woods.
Okay.
That's like a tourist trap attraction. Dude, it's fucking great.
All right. Let's check
he's like this old kook. And I'm like, that's gonna be me.
Okay.
Just that weird.
You're already picking out a vibe. You're picking out a vibe for the future.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be the weird fun uncle. Dude, your son likes that show.
Oh, right on. Listen, guys, I'm just over here trying to make a living. Okay. Like I'm just over here trying to keep my head above.
That's being played in your house. Do you know what's going on?
What's going on is my house was destroyed by the fucking hurricane, okay? I've been working my fucking ass off overtime for 2.5 fucking months. I don't know what day it is, okay? I need a vacation.
You do. Do you have time coming up?
I got next week off.
You got you got the whole week off.
I got the whole week. Well, I mean, it's one of those things like if you do it right, like because you get the Thanksgiving, and then usually you get like for the day after.
A lot of people are doing Friday, which I respect.
Don't want to say the Black Friday, but like that's what it is. And then so like you take a 3-er, but you get a 5-er.
Yeah,
like that's taking money out of one pocket putting it right back in the other.
I mean, is it? Is that? I mean, because you're not paying to work. I
No,
mean,
I'm
you're
getting
paying in
paid.
time, but they're
I'm
paying
getting
you.
paid
They're paying you
not
for
to
your
work.
time.
That's right.
Well, then they are paying for you to not work.
That's right.
Yeah, so you got the week off.
Mm-hmm.
So good for you.
Yep.
Good on you.
I'm gonna sleep.
You're gonna good. Good. You should
Haven't
do.
slept.
You should sleep and watch Gravity Falls.
Oh shit.
Bergman got rid of his Mark Martin hat as a child. There goes my Christmas. Somewhere deep in that closet, there is a Dale Earnhardt hat and plaque and box full of Dale Earnhardt cars in the packaging. I will tell you that. Okay, so you guys doing anything in particular for the Thanksgiving? Because I can tell you what, it crept the fuck up on us.
It sure as fuck did. And the thing is, like, we're in prime, like we got to start fucking shopping season, because the deals are wheeling, that sort of thing. I don't know when to buy anything anymore. Look at you. What a
Killed
champ.
it. Yeah, fucking fly.
So like, I'm confused as to when to purchase things.
Yeah.
And for Thanksgiving this year, what we typically do is we will go early to my mother's house, eat, and then travel about an hour and a half away to Blakely's mom's house for whatever happens there. Because like it's usually chaos. So, right now we have been invited again to Blakely's mother's house. I have not conversed with my mother yet as to what's happening, but I suspect something like that will probably happen again. So I will probably have 2 Thanksgivings, one that is typically uneventful and one that is typically very eventful. So there you have it.
Well, right on. Chrissy's parents are coming in next week.
Oh, right on. Okay.
We're doing Thanksgiving with them at the house.
Nice.
Honestly, in terms of like Black Friday stuff, let's talk about that real quick. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to partake.
Oh. Well, you usually shop for you.
I always shop for me.
Which I always took issue with.
Why?
If I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
Like, okay. So I am the type of person, and I know this is a fault. Oh.
You got your plan
last year. It was last year. This is what I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. We got there at 5 and she just put the bird in.
See, this is also why we always Chrissy says, I have 2 options for Thanksgiving dinner for us to choose from.
Ooh, options are great.
This is why we do the catered Thanksgiving. The local pickup, heat it up in the oven type thing.
Right.
Honestly, it's clutch.
It's clutch.
The amount of time we save, the amount of money we save, the amount of preparation we save and don't have
Peace
to do.
of mind.
And that's really the best thing you could pay for.
Isn't it though?
In life right now is just peace of mind. However you might get that.
Ooh, I have a spinoff thing.
Oh.
Of that.
I like that.
I mean, we're just spinning and spinning and spinning.
We've been tail spinning ever since.
Talk about peace of mind. I have an announcement to make.
Oh.
I have officially completed my yoga goal for the year.
Oh, yeah.
52 yoga sessions completed this year.
Okay.
Checked off a check.
How do you feel?
I love it. I absolutely love it. Right. I highly recommend it to everyone because I guarantee you will find a muscle you never knew about.
Oh.
And it has no elasticity whatsoever.
Oh, brother, let me tell you about a muscle elasticity that I didn't know I had yesterday.
Sure. Okay.
I woke up and I stretched and and my entire elbow exploded. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like I just do a big wide stretch, and then all of a sudden, like everything like right in here just pops and crackles.
Ooh.
And I'm like, something I don't know. That's not right. I don't like that.
I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I would presume that's probably not supposed to happen.
It felt like it wasn't supposed to happen.
Right.
So
That's not a typical situation.
No.
I would presume. I don't know.
I can move.
Hashtag don't get sued.
I can move my arm. So like that's fine. You know, and all that, but it hurts. So we're gonna see how that is by the weekend and maybe make some decisions.
Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe get an opinion.
Yeah.
Or two.
Yeah. Opinions are overrated.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's very true.
So I need to get back into the yoga.
Yeah.
Because I remember because when I was doing it, it was amazing. I felt great.
It is, and it's one of those things where not only do the studio that we go to, it's kind of a bougie yoga studio.
Yeah, because you're bougie.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm bougie?
Sure.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Just go with it, okay? Like,
no, I'm not bougie at all. I frequently shop at the thrift store. Anyway,
yes anding over here. Jesus Christ. Just fucking do a show myself.
Wow.
It's a joke. No, but
anyway, we'll make a relevant one then. But anyway, so I hit my yoga goal. The thing about my yoga studio is that they do like a meditation at the end, and that's the part that's like you get centered, you get focused.
Yeah,
it's kind of trippy a little bit.
Yeah,
you need to think about some shit, and you think about like, oh man, maybe I was wrong. Imagine that. Fuck.
That's usually in those cases you are.
I mean. Apparently, I'm wrong with more than half the country. So fuck me. I don't know. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Anywho,
how's your yoga? We're so far off the rails. I need to stop drinking during these shows.
Wait, what were we talking about before that?
Talking about fucking yoga. We were talking about Mark Martin's old dad listening to rap. Talking about being an uncle.
Black Friday. That's what we were talking about.
That's
so I have kids, right? Thanks, Bergman.
Thank you,
Bergman. I appreciate it.
Yes, I appreciate it.
Yeah. So I got kids, right?
Yeah.
And like they still have dreams. And you want to try to fulfill those dreams. So like they have the dreams of like waking up Christmas morning and getting like the N64 kid experience.
Right.
You know, and then so with that being said, and as a man who is not well off and who has also been affected deeply by the recent hurricane activities and things of that nature. So like, you know, I'm looking for a deal anywhere that I could spare one. And so I am on the search. I am on the hunt. I am on the prowl. I've got spreadsheets going. I've got watch lists going. Tomorrow, Amazon, it's fucking starting to drop some shit. Walmart's gonna drop some shit on Monday, and it's go time, baby. Yeah, like I took the week off. I'm getting my iPad. I got my laptop. Got my phone. We're getting in queues. We're ready to go. We're rocking and rolling. Christmas is starting now, motherfuckers.
Is there one thing you're looking forward to most?
So, there's the son, the boy, has asked. Finally, it's his first time asking for a game console, and I told him, I said, "Boy, you better do your research, because." This is a fork in the road moment. Are you going PlayStation or are you going Xbox? Because there's no turning back. Because A, we can't afford to. Right. And B, like you're limited either way.
Mm-hmm.
There's exclusive titles.
Yeah.
Do you want to play Overwatch, or do you want to play almost every other title that matters?
I think Overwatch is on every system.
Is it not? I thought it was an Xbox thing.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, wonderful. That was one that was like he was worried about.
He wants to play Overwatch?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I don't know anything about it.
You do a little research.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do a little research on the communities.
The communities.
Yeah, the Overwatch communities, because it's
a rougher crowd.
It's a little bit of a rougher crowd.
Okay.
Not quite your Call of Duty, but it's up there.
Okay. Kind of like a Michael Jackson Beat It crowd.
Not that fun. Yeah.
So he is looking for a PlayStation 5.
Okay.
Is what he's in the market for.
Okay.
And rumor has it. I have no insider information. I've just been doing hours and hours of research because I am a broke ass motherfucker. Apparently, there is going to be a Fortnite edition of the PS5 bundle with like some V-Bucks and some bullshit.
That sounds about right.
Dropping as the Black Friday deal, to which you can get one if you don't want the disc thing. It's like under 400 for one. And then if you want the disc thing, it's like above 400 or whatever the fuck. So
gotcha.
That is what I will be mostly looking for. Bergman here.
Yeah. Bergman's pretty close on that one. Less dancing and friendship after knife fights in Overwatch circles.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't do anything to a jaunty tune, is it worth doing?
No. I would say no.
Yeah. I would say no.
Because I can do a lot to a jaunty
tune. I can do most things to a jaunty tune.
Just about everything I want to do, I can do. Yeah. Sometimes I can do multiple things to a jaunty tune.
Sure.
Yeah.
Multitasking jaunting.
Yeah. Johnson tasks. A jaunty task.
A jaunty task. Yeah. A jaunty task jamboree.
Okay, we should move on.
Okay. So anyway, so that's one of the things I am looking for the Black Friday deals.
Okay.
Also some odds and ends, like everybody, like we all made lists.
Oh.
And I realized something about making a list, okay? Because I am one who never makes a list, and I don't make a list because I think it is a fucking weird thing to do, to ask for things and to be like, I want this, and it's not for me. I don't like asking for things, right?
Yeah, I don't even ask for help.
No, and you should, but
no.
I don't either. So like we're both guilty.
Yeah, I know, right?
But the thing I realized was it's not for me and it's not about me. It's for everyone else.
Sure.
It's a stress reliever for them. So they don't have to, try to figure something out.
Yeah.
Type of thing. So when you look at it through that lens, it's less of a selfish thing and more of a giving thing. 'Tis the season and all,
Yeah.
So I ended up making a list of things, and the kids made a list, and Blakely made a list, and so now I have like keyword searches for items, like their spreadsheets. That's that type of thing.
Gotcha.
So I am ready and raring to go.
Okay. I feel like I'm going to do very little this year. I mean, there's really nothing needed.
Will you go out? Will you go out of your home to a place for the sport of it?
For the sport of it? Hell no.
You're not one of those guys.
Sir. There was a time when I was, like, yeah, we'll go out.
You like put me in coach.
Yeah, put me in. Like it is. It was kind of one of those.
What's on Kevin's
list? What's on my list? Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. But
like
going out on Black Friday was kind of one of those. it's kind of like an unnatural experience.
Yeah.
There's still like for as much commotion and chaos is going on, there's also like sort of a dull vibe where you're just sort of walking through a mall and you're like, I just exist in all of this.
You know when Black Friday was at its best?
When?
Was when The Walking Dead was popular.
Oh, okay.
Because it was still to that point to where, like COVID didn't happen yet.
Yeah.
And like going to the mall on Black Friday was still a thing. Like it was phasing out for sure.
Sure.
But like it was still a thing. If you didn't get the deal online, like there was still a chance you could get it in the store type of thing. And going to the mall and just being like, this is what it would be like if it was a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen Dawn of the Dead. I know what happens.
28 days.
Yeah.
Again.
Like it's been 28 days again. What's happening this day? There's some fucking zombies out there. Just run around.
Oh,
yeah, I don't really have anything on my list. Like, if I were to look for anything, it would be movies.
Right.
Maybe some games, but honestly, I don't play video games enough to warrant purchasing a new game.
Oh, wow. You know what? I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I feel like I've grown.
That is a step in the right direction for you.
Yes.
And I love that for you.
Yeah, I'm becoming mature at 35 years young.
Sure.
I'm feeling good about myself.
And you know what? You should, like I said at the top of the show, you're doing better than anyone else I know, including myself. and everyone I know, including myself. I mean, you may be included as well. You're just not showing it the best, I guess. Is going through an existential crisis.
I'm good at hiding my emotions.
You're wonderful at it.
Yeah.
It's like Stonehenge. It's
right?
incredible.
It's incredible. Who put this there?
I know. I don't know.
Well, I got a few theories.
Just left.
I know why I am the way that I am.
Oh, fuck.
Anywho, you're talking about.
I thought you were going to say. Oh yeah.
No. That was all. That was my contribution to the bit.
Okay. Thanks.
Now it's your
Appreciate
turn.
it, pal. But anyway, everyone I know is like going through it right now, and I feel like that winter, October, November, December, everybody kind of has an emotional breakdown, at least at one point. And whether that's with your relatives at the holidays or financially, or just, if you're a lonely person, everyone just know you are not alone. And that in the fact that everyone around you and everyone is also having a mental breakdown.
Yes.
Just keep that in mind. Perspective.
Yeah.
Take into account everyone else's perspective. They're all suffering too. We all are.
Yeah. Like you see that business guy walking down the street looking like he knows what's up. Guess what? He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know any better.
Nope. You don't know no better.
No.
So, when you're out there shopping and you're thinking about stabbing the employee of a Target,
don't do that.
Don't do it. They're going through it too. Like they're working at Target.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Thank them.
For frontline workers. We still doing that?
We should bring it back.
just for Thanksgiving week.
Just for Thanksgiving week. Blakely's saying, don't forget to review the Harry Potter BS.
Yes, we have finished more Potter fucking films.
Oh, look at this.
Yes. So last week, we were talking about the Harry Potter film series because We had become Universal annual pass holders,
Mhm.
went to the Harry Potter lands, and was like, "What the fuck is all this bullshit? I
Right.
don't understand what I'm seeing. I don't know what anything is. I'm confused. I guess I need to watch these movies." So
Mm.
we started watching these movies at dinner. So we'll watch 20 minutes at a clip
Yeah.
of these movies, and we're actually going through them at a good pace,
Okay.
which is wonderful. That's the way to watch things now, folks. Is like sit down for a meal, put on a movie you want to see, watch until you're done eating, and then pick it up the next day.
Mhm.
It's the best way to watch anything. So we're watching these movies. We were watching The Prisoner of Azkaban
Mm.
last week, and we finished that movie. And now we are more than halfway through the Goblet of Fire,
Mm.
um, to which I didn't understand
Okay.
so much. Like, hey, kitty. Um, so many things are going on that
Mhm.
I have no idea why they're happening, what's happening, how it's relevant to the story, what the characters are even talking about. That things are just happening and you just have to go, okay. And we are probably 2/3 of the way through this movie, and me and Blakely had to look up. We're like, okay, what is the consensus of what is the best Harry Potter movie?
Mhm.
And what is considered the worst? Because I want to know where we are
Sure.
currently, because they're not good. Let's
Just like
they're just,
all of them.
I mean, we're on 4
Oh my god.
so far, not good. All of them. And so apparently, universally, across the board, I looked at multiple fucking sources. The most beloved Harry Potter movie is the last movie,
Mhm.
without a question. It's like off the charts. And I'm like, motherfuck me. I have to make it through all these fucking movies to see the
How many
best.
more are there?
There's 7 total. I'm
Yeah,
at
so we got
4.
what, 3 more?
Brother, they're not easy to get through. They're like 3-hour long movies.
Which I think is bullshit.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
You would think with 3 hours, it's like fucking Monday Night Raw. You would think with 3 hours, you could tell a cohesive story. You
They
think you could do it. You
well,
think
they
you could
cut
do it.
I mean, they cut that down to 2.
Right.
Yeah.
But previously.
They have 4 more?
We have 4 more to go, and apparently the 5th movie is the worst, so have fun. Wonderful.
Hey, I thought you said you watched 4.
Oh,
4.
there's 8
There are
movies.
8 movies.
There's
Ah,
8 movies.
see, you lied to me, you son of a
I don't
bitch.
fucking know.
How do you not know? You're watching the goddamn thing.
Yeah, but like they had to put the fucking number of the movie on the thumbnail so you know what the fuck order to watch them in.
Hmm.
It's it's not fun. I'm not having a good time. And the reason I'm not having a good time is because they don't explain anything. They
Right.
don't explain anything that's going on. I don't understand why in this fucking movie they're putting these children in mortal danger. They're doing like a fucking Hunger Games experience,
Mhm.
and they're like killing children
Hmm.
as like the school versus school rivalry thing. I'm like, where are the parents? Where are the
Right.
adults? Somebody needs to step in, because this is out of control. And so I looked up the rankings.
Mhm.
The second best movie, according to everybody, is the movie I'm currently watching. To which I say, fuck me. If this is if this is as second good as it gets. Let's see here. Christy says the 5 movie corresponds with the favorite book. So imagine how disappointed I was. Ah, well, goddamn.
Mm.
Goddamn. Did I get quiet all of a sudden?
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so not looking forward the rest of these Potter fucking movies.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, like, the world itself, the wizarding world of Harry Potter that's at Universal Studios, is better than all the movies.
Okay,
and
I agree with that.
And I feel like they should promote it that way. Like, if you like this dog shit, here's some filet mignon. Jesus Christ.
Are we okay?
I'm struggling.
Well, I would agree because I couldn't even get through the first 30 pages of the first book.
No more Potter films.
I don't think they're going to do more Potter films, but I think they're going to do a Potter show reboot.
Well, I mean, they should do like the fucking Mandalorian, like put in the goddamn universe.
No, can we stop with the extended universe stuff?
So angry.
Can we just make
a
movie and a show where they show it and I can just be like, yeah, that's a good show. Done. Over with. We don't need any more. Bergman says Letterboxd has Azkaban as the best film, and he tends to agree.
The Prisoner of Azkaban was the best film?
That's what Letterboxd says. That's community driven. How do you feel about that?
Not great.
Okay.
Not great. I mean, the thing is, like, I know that there's more in the books. There has to be. Because you can't just fucking show up with a goddamn solution in the end of the movie. Like, all of a sudden. Like, oh my God, like Phoenix Tears heals all. Like, when? Since when? Since right now? Because you just wrote that? And it just showed up because? Like, what the fuck? Makes no sense. Okay. I mean, maybe some Elseworlds Potter. Let's get weird with it, you know? Let's see here. They announced that JK is coming back to be part of production. Oh, Chrissy's not happy about that.
Yeah. They should, they should also just like stop all popular franchises right now. Just stop. Just make something new. Just make something completely new. Stop relying on the same two things. Okay.
Bergman's passionate. I don't know what he's saying, but he's passionate.
He's a coward. And
I appreciate his passion.
He says they did that too. Fantastic Beasts exists.
That's true.
I'm. We're gonna become a NASCAR show. Okay, that's what's gonna happen next. And I think what you could do to help support that.
I don't want to do that though.
Is like this video, subscribe down below, leave a comment, let us know which Harry Potter movie you hate more, and who your favorite NASCAR driver is.
Or if you could just go buy a t-shirt.
Or buy a t-shirt.
Buy a t-shirt.
Let us know what you're looking forward to most on Black Friday. But tell people about the show. Subscribe
not only that,
to this channel.
But for God's sakes, folks, and for those of you still listening, 'tis the season. So for the love of God, go back in the archives. And pull up the 2023 holiday special, Sleigh Full of Wishes. It is a holiday treat, the gift that keeps on giving. And we worked real hard on that last year, so please go watch it. Because it was a lot of fun. And, get in the spirit.
Wait, we got two things. Number one, Polar Nights. We need good movies like Flash Gordon. Fuck yeah, why not?
Right.
But then also says, don't do NASCAR. I don't have a mullet or a fat sister. Well, I mean, listen, we could all have mullets, and that would be pretty cool.
And I'm very happy that your sister has her weight under control.
Yeah. This time of year can be stressful and tough for people.
Exactly.
Me and myself, I'm packing it on.
Hey, get an accountability buddy.
An accountability buddy. There you go.
There you go.
All right. So I think that just about does it.
All right. So for this week, I've been News Next.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been your show.
Peace.
Woo!